check. Everything's looking good. Okay. Yeah. 100%. Well, let's see, 99% because we haven't done let's do one last detail here. Tracking good. Tracking's okay. Wow. We had a little bit of hiccup first starting out. That's okay. I think we figured it out now. And good there. Good here. Mic check. Wonderful. Okay. Well, let's see. Today we are doing something a little bit fun. Doing a fisherman style cioppino with mussels, shrimp. We're gonna do cod and clams. There's a few things that we have to do to get ready. Um, and part of that is prepping some veggies that we got. Not too much. Already got garlic minced here. We need to cut up an onion. We're gonna use the whole onion. Some fennel bulb. And I realize I probably all surf, no turf. Um, I I think what I want to do going forward is probably start posting the ingredients and stuff before I stream. So that way people, if they really want to, they can do this themselves at home. What do you think, G? Does that sound good? That's something you guys be interested in? Um, I had such a hard time trying to get my stream up. It was yeah. Well, let's just let me go over some of the ingredients just so you can kind of hear what's going on. There are some optional things that I decided not to do, but um, here's what it calls for: olive oil, a medium onion, two garlic cloves, half cup fennel bulb, thinly sliced. That's optional, but I like it. Cup of dry white wine, 28 ounces of crushed tomatoes, 2 cups of seafood stock or clam juice. I'm only going to do 1 cup. I don't want a whole lot of the clam juice. We have some other flavors that's going to go in it. Water, dried oregano, pepper flakes, which is optional just for a little bit of spice, just in case, the tomato is not spicy enough for you people with no, can't stand spice. Um, We got clams and mussels in the fridge. I already cleaned them, so you guys won't be able to get to see that. We did debearded them. I threw out ones that were dead, and then the clams will be the only thing that we'll have to figure out once we start cooking to see if they open or not. If they don't open, we just toss them. Large shrimp got didn't do a half pound of that because we have like a pound of cod. Alternatively, you could do halibut. No scallops because we have allergies to scallops in this household. But if you wanted, you could add some crab legs or some crab meat. But what I think I'd like to do is I'd like to start getting on the process of chopping, cleaning, attacking these onions. Wow, why is this camera way up in my business? Look at this thing. Let me make sure. Hello, camera. Um, wow, way up in here. Let's go ahead and back down a bit. Thank you. That looks better. Yeah, no decline. Okay, let's swap over. All right, I think we need to start this process. So I am feeling a little under the weather. Unfortunately, I think I was starting to catch a cold. But you know what solves colds or fixes them? Cioppino, wild cioppino, wild caught cioppino. Catch cioppino outside, wild caught. Got my little trusty little what do they call that? Disposal dish or compost. Gee, have you ever had cioppino? San Francisco style cioppino? Actually, cioppino I have it on good account. Invented in good old California, San Francisco. Can you believe that? Yeah, I didn't know that either. But I was just looking up different recipes for cioppino. That came up like three, four times. I said, okay, I believe it. Oh, New Year's? Yeah, yeah. I think that's usually when I've had it. But I couldn't help it. I was like, you know what? Screw New Year's. We're gonna do maybe a paella for New Year's, and we'll do this today. And then next weekend, if you like lamb, you're in for a treat. We're gonna do rack of lamb, herb crested rack of lamb. What does your dad put in his cioppino? G? Does your dad do all the same stuff? My eyes every time with this stuff. I mean, I'm a big fan of like clams and mussels, but only in like a tomato-based stew. Well, paella is not bad, but I mean that has a little bit more spice. You get some maybe some chorizo in there, depending on the type of yeah everything but the kitchen sink. Yeah, um, and I there is some amazing like seafood base pino jars that you can use just already ready to go, just the stock. But holy cow, these are burning my eyes. I must be a lesser human being for this to be disturbing me so bad. Everyone says they have a secret so that way your eyes don't burn. I guess really maybe wearing goggles is the best thing. So you don't um, just burn your eyeballs out. Because I feel like there's for me there's no winning with these. I'm always crying with onions blasting my face. Right. And we're just using one white onion here. I want it to be very flavorful. So we're gonna use this. All you gotta do is just make sure I don't cut my fingers because you know how that goes. You guys see my eyes? People would come home and think I was doing drugs or something off that onion. What you been doing? You don't want no part of this. That onion. Now my nose is gonna start running. All right, let's give this one, two. Buckle my shoe. Get my favorite knife. Oh, next weekend, if you're gonna be in San Francisco, there's a really cool cutlery store. Burn All Cutlery. Take a look. It's a really nice place where this knife came from. Wonderful for Christmas gifts, birthday gifts. You know, not as cool as getting a turntable, or maybe just as cool. Here we go. Okay. Oh no, this was supposed to help me not have onions go all over the place. Oh, also, all right. I had to move something out of the way, otherwise we can't see chat. Okay. Next, sorry, my eyes are still so burning. It is so bad. But next on to the fennel. I'm going to trim this up a little bit. I did wash these beforehand. I did a little bit of prep before you guys got on here. Just kind of helps me out a bit. Mm. I don't know about you, but I love fennel. Like if you just roasting it as well, it's so good. Roast it till it becomes nice and tender. What I do want to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this stuff out, that these middle chunks. It's not bad. It's just going to be a little bit more of a strong flavor. Kind of like the difference between the whites and the greens on an onion, on a green onion, closer down to the root. Although these are that's more like the fennel leaf. Leaf, I think. I think you'd call it. I'm not sure. I want to slice these a little bit thinner. Here we go. My eyes are recovering a little bit. And what we'll do is we'll cook these with a little bit of olive oil in the blue pot up there. And everything's just going to be stewed in that pot. We don't need to make a whole bunch because it's only two of us eating this. And I don't want to have, I have so many leftovers. So many. I still have some of the shepherd's pie. Sorry, cottage pie. We have some curry still. These are things that are in the freezer. And of course, Thanksgiving we took what we needed to, and that was it. Um, Let me go swap back to this. And give me a second. I think I'd like to blow my nose or something. I'll give you guys a full view of the table. Those onions really got to me. Hurt my feelings. Made me cry. Okay, hopefully. There we go. Back to it. Wonderful. Right. This is more than a half cup. Like I said, I like fennel. It'll give a good flavor. The only thing I'm sad about is I didn't have any like crushed Romas. Romas would have been great, like some good Italian Romas. So we're just using some diced tomatoes. I'm not sure what. There's a vine ripened tomatoes. Not sure what kind from Kirkland brand. Those will be fine. Be okay. What else? What else do we need in there? The saute. You guys tell me. Probably shouldn't do that on the knife. I'll probably mess it up. Okay. Um, I'm just thinking. 'Cause I want to start the tomatoes. I want to start this soon. Oh, and the wine that we're using, we're gonna for drinking and cooking with. It's just a white blend, Pine Ridge. Don't know anything about it, but as always, we like to read the back of it. So I'll do this for you guys now. Pine Ridge, Chenin Blanc, Viognier. If you could pronounce it better, great, thank you. Our distinct white blend marries the crisp, honeyed citrus fruit of Chenin Blanc, 80%, with a plush body, soft floral, and juicy peach notes of Viognier, 20%, for a lush, versatile, and delicious wine. Enjoy a glass on its own, or try it alongside your favorite seafood or spicy dish. And you know what? We will. We are going to try it along our dish, and maybe we'll have a drink and um, just a drink a little bit. You know me, I don't like to drink too much. There's one thing that I did want to do, and only because I forgot to do it earlier, is just. All right, we're gonna go to the MacBook microphone. For whatever reason, the earpods decided they didn't want to connect. Not sure why that happens, by the way. It's like the second time that's happened. Is it? Oh, nope. And they decided they were going to reconnect. Okay. Okay. So to start off, you guys know this old stove doesn't work without me lighting it up first. Let's go ahead and swap over so you guys can see what's happening here. We got our little wooden spoon here ready. We're gonna throw in some olive oil, and I'm just gonna grab this wonderful bouquet of onion and um, fennel. And then we have some minced garlic here. This is frozen. I'm trying to get through some of that. Uh, we got a little bit of everything going on here. Frozen bread, frozen garlic. That's how we keep things cost effective around here. Buy a little bit in bulk, prep stuff, and have it for later. We're all about efficiency and cost effectiveness on this stream, in this cooking show. Oh, by the way, I hope you guys like it. I changed the name of the show, the cooking streams. We call it the Flavor Forge. And I like that idea or that play on words just because it kind of reminds me of my just like a little call to my TTRP um, hobbies and gaming. I don't know. Sounds fun. So for now, the cooking streams are going to be called the Flavor Forge. I haven't decided what we're going to call some of the gaming streams, but I'm telling you right now, as soon as Path of XL2 comes out, going to be a lot more gaming streams. Still gonna keep this Sunday nights for our time together here cooking because that's still pretty important to me. Also, just a good time cooking. We've been enjoying ourselves these cooking streams, sharing recipes, meeting new people. Some of you guys have been telling me just the different parts of the world you're all in. Um, I'm trying not to branch out to too many streaming services because it gets crazy. Yeah. Well, Dank, the Cioppino, it's starting out. I don't know how much of this you caught, but right now we're sautéing the onions. We have some fennel. We did some fennel bulb. I just cut that up a little bit, slice that. Fennel bulb smells so good, fabulous. But we have a little bit of garlic in here. This is going to be the start for our base, but the Cioppino is going to be fantastic. Sorry, I have to get something to drink. Like I said, I'm feeling a little under the weather. Oh, just checking in. Okay, yeah, that's where we're at right now. Starting so far, um, we're at the very beginning stages. Had a little hiccup with sound earlier, a little bit of mishap with streaming software, but we're in it. We're in to win it now. I can already start to smell that fennel cooking up. So we want this to kind of brown a little bit. Cook the onions first. Full metal dankers, just remember that. Do the onions first before you add anything else into it. The onions, the fennel. We're doing the garlic. I know you like to add your stuff in fresh to sauces and such. I'm telling you, let this cook down just a little bit. Mm, amazing. Also, if you guys see me just kind of looking at different spots, I have computer on one side and I have a monitor on the other side. That's what I'm using to look at different chats. Just try not to keep it too complicated, you know? Oh my gosh, this smells good. Yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah. For anyone else who's watching Baker's Eye last weekend, and this is why there wasn't a cooking stream, is we were doing cooking in the cabin. Maybe next time we do a cabin cooking stream, but been a bunch of fun. Lots of different stuff. One of my favorites, sausages from the Freedom Meat Locker. Yeah, good caramelization is great first. Anyways, going back to got some sausages from the meat market. One of my favorite sausages of all time. It's the cheesy Bavarian. So good. And Freedom Meat Locker does a good job with all their sausages. There's a handful of sausage places to get sausage, in the Santa Cruz County, and um, at least three that are worth getting them from: the Corliss Meat Market, Freedom Meat Locker, and Salchichero. But I'm not too sure. Dankers, maybe you would know which. If I know Corliss Meat Market produces their own, and I think Freedom Meat Locker also produces their own. But Salchichero, I'm not sure if they produce their own or if one of them makes it for them. If you know, but all pretty good. I haven't had a bad sausage from any of them. I do prefer the cheesy Bavarian though from Freedom Meat Locker. Woo! I was just unlucky enough on our cabin trip to get nothing but apricot sausages, and it happens. It happens. Comically, um, took some home, not knowing which ones were which, and turns out that you know every single sausage that I ate was an apricot sausage. Okay, I did it to myself. I was like, oh boy, I hope I don't get no apricot sausages. And comically, happened. I got nothing but apricot sausages. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes sometimes. All right, I don't think you guys are getting steamed out over here, but we'll see. You guys just wait till I have like crazy, crazy like studio production level equipment and a cameraman. You guys gonna be in for such a treat when that happens. It is okay if this browns a little bit. We are okay with that. In the meantime, I'm gonna crack open a lukewarm one, a room temp one. These are the diced tomatoes. Interesting story. Yeah, sausage lottery. And I'm the one who. So there was two bags of sausages, by the way, that I could have picked from, and I picked the one that had four. There's four different sausages in it. One of them was not an apricot sausage, and I didn't get that one. Oh, I forget. So this camera, if I hold up a certain hand signals like gang signs, it'll do different things. So I got to be careful. Um, but yeah, sausage lottery for sure. Okay. Red chili flakes. Some people like to do the chili flakes after, but what I find is if you do kind of like you're caramelizing the onions, if you do this with the chili flakes to begin with, one, it'll choke you out. The fumes, the heat, burn your eyes. But two, the flavor is so much better. Just that heat kind of brings it out a little bit. Kind of like peppercorns. If you toast peppercorns a bit, the flavor profile changes a little bit. It's very similar. But yeah, so we're gonna throw those in there, get a little bit of that spice. Let me just make sure. Okay, it says it's on high, but to me it looks like medium low. And it could be that every once in a while, what I do is I take everything up, lift the actual stove, like the bottom portion of this, lift it up, and clean out from under there, just in case. I don't want any food somehow getting back there, falling in there, whatever, and critters getting back there. So I could have not adjusted something correctly, or it might not be sitting on the gas uh, emitter correctly. Here we go. They're getting soft, getting a little translucent. We're gonna let it keep going. Let's spread them out a bit. There's that. What else do we need to prepare? I'm trying to think here. Oh, we're gonna do just a nice arugula salad, um, which I think for the arugula salad, I'm really trying to get through that Parmesan cheese. You guys saw that Kirkland Parmigiano Reggiano. It's so much nicer when it's just a little bit closer to when the wedge was cut. Um, I mean, you can get young parm, but when it just starts to dry out inside the fridge, even though it's in that container, it just the flavor's not all there. Not a big fan, but yeah. Also, just thank you everyone who's joining and watching right now. There's quite a few different viewers on different platforms. I appreciate you all. I again, I have um, different chats open for the Flavor Forge, but again, appreciate you all tuning in. Hopefully some of you guys are Cioppino lovers, and if not, every Sunday we have something that we're cooking up. If gaming's not your thing, but cooking is, well, Sundays are your days to tune in. Otherwise, Mondays are kind of the video game streaming days, and um, bonus streams in the middle of the week. We do some other stuff, maybe at the puzzles, just to wind down or chill out. Um, Thinking about doing some live streams out in the wild where we, walk the dogs and stuff, just for fun. Um, but yeah, I realized too that just food, love it, amazing. So many different types of food out there. Um, I really haven't done too many stews because I feel like doing a stew on um, on stream, especially the small amount of time that I try to allot for a cooking stream, is a good stew. I would say like a good meat stew typically needs a lot of time to just stew. The longer it goes, the more the flavors just are incorporated into the meats. The meats get tender, things like that. But soups tend to be a little bit easier because you don't have to go crazy with them. You can spend some time. And then, of course, a cioppino. I mean, Ideally, I'd like to get the tomatoes cooking for a while, but um, I think this will be okay. We'll be fine. And I got something to show you guys. So once the tomatoes start stewing, I have a little surprise. Show you guys something kind of fun. Um, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So if you guys take a look here in the bottom, you'll see it's starting to brown here. And what we'll do is we'll deglaze that with a little bit of our white wine. But I really want these to continue to break up. And now the pepper's really getting in there. Whew, it's really getting up there. I told you it was going to start to burn a little bit. Um, yeah, the pepper's already getting to my throat. Okay, I think it's almost about time. So let me cook. Let me cook. Let me take a look at my hello. Mic check. One, two. There we go. You know what it is? My AirPods want to connect to my phone, so that's why we lose sound every once in a while. Um, just looking at ingredients here. What am I missing? I got the onion chopped. I didn't do a fine chop. I should have been chopped finely, but I don't mind having a little bit more of a chunkier tomato. Shrimp, fish, no scallops, no crab. We got clams and mussels in the fridge. Again, already debearded, cleaned. I did that this morning in the afternoon. Oh, let's see. Okay, onion, garlic, fennel, good. Um, let's see. Um, okay. Look at we're starting to burn here, so let's turn this down. Let's deglaze. Do about a cup of this white wine. Okay. And we're gonna scrape the bottom, just get some of this, some of that crust. Get some of that crust off. Spend a lot of time cleaning these pots. This one in particular had so much you can see kind of just burnt stuff on, and what it is it's one of the better pots that we can use for baking bread. I feel like doing a sourdough, really nice. Okay. I probably should have taken the onions out when doing this, but whatever. We'll leave it. Uh-oh, I think Reggie just got home. Reggie was out and about. He was visiting his other brother. Other brother from another mother. Oh, is that Reggie? Hi, Reg. Hey, Reggie wants to say hi to everyone. Hi, Reg. Come here. Come here, little guy. You want to say hi to everyone? Hi. Lila says, I missed you. Where were you? Did you go play with your friends? Your baby brothers? Yeah. All right, let's get back to the stove. All right, off, out. Come on. Come on, guys, out. Thank you. All right, stir this. Get this going. We lowered the heat a little bit. Okay, what else are we going to add in there? Let simmer until reduced by half. That's what this recipe calls for. So we can let that happen. We can let this simmer until it's reduced by half. You can see the red pepper flakes in there. It's kind of nice. I don't know if I have. Yeah, I don't have a light that shines kind of on that for you guys. Hmm. Well, maybe this one. Give it a little bit of light. Not sure if that does anything for you guys, but I tried. What are you gonna do? Okay, it's going. We're gonna get some simmer going here. Real good simmer, and hopefully some of this will break down. All right, tried a little bit of this. Let's try a little bit more. Um, Look, I don't know what traditionally you're supposed to drink a white wine in, what kind of glass. Here we go. Here's a little one. Here's a nice little glass we can try. Again, the Pine Ridge, Chenin Blanc. How do you pronounce this? Viognier? Viognier? Pine Ridge, Chenin Blanc, Viognier. 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 80% Chenin Blanc, 30% Viognier. It's a blend. We're going to pour a little bit in here. This is for you. I just need to. I drank some out of the measuring cup, but I figured out of the glass it tastes better. You got to do this, right? It tastes like fermented grapes from a specific region in Napa. Yes. All right, here you go. Give it a try. This is all you. What do you think? You got the little. Not bad. Not bad, everyone. Pretty good. Pretty tasty. Okay. All right. Has this reduced by half? I don't think so. It's not even really simmering. I guess I'm mixing it around too much to see it simmer, but yeah, I might have to take a look at that later. It doesn't feel like the. What's that? Oh, mint, mint. That'll be perfect for next week. Again, next week we're doing an herb crusted lamb rack. Yeah, let me get some of these. Can I? I'll wash them fresh from the garden. These look nice. And what kind are these? Italian, Spanish? You gotta walk them a little bit. You don't know bird pooped on it or what. Smells like parsley. All right, that simmer's going. We got that simmer going. Simmer down now. Simmer down. Tasty, bougie, ratchet. Okay. Next, a few things that'll go in. Diced tomatoes and stew those for a bit. And then we got some clam juice. This is the only clam juice I can find. Snow's all natural clam juice, perfect for sauces, chowders, and seafood dishes. Secret ingredient for delicious seafood and fish recipes. Man, if you are allergic to shellfish, probably shouldn't be watching this stream. So much, so much shellfish. Did this reduce by half? What are we thinking? Do we think it looks like it's reduced by half from when we first put it in? Let's get a cup of water straight from the Berkey. Okay. All right. Time to add tomatoes in. I would have much preferred some like Italian Romas or something, but we gotta work with what we got. We talked about it earlier this week. We're being economical in these times. All right, we'll add the water in, and we're gonna add some dried oregano. That'll do it there. Um, Looking for something a little special. It's not the special thing I'm looking for. Okay. Well, I can't find it. I was gonna do some bay leaves. Throw a couple bay leaves in there. Not completely necessary, but would have been nice. Let me take a look at this one in the back. Yeah, that looks way better. Let's swap. You guys still see that well? I can move some stuff around. It's good. Just the line's just a little off. There we go. All right, let's put the wine back in the fridge. I think you're supposed to have it like cold. Where the wine was at? Help me out with all this wine knowledge. That's what I need. I need a lesson in wine. Wine 101. Someone get me that sommelier. Oh my goodness, what is that? Can I open it over here? Okay, let me see that thing. That's perfect. Look at everyone we got. Let me see those two. Full Belly Farms. These are their walnuts. I love their walnuts, but also they do produce boxes. Here's what we have in here. Wow, look at all this. Um, Leeks, yeah, a full fennel, radishes, okay, pomegranate. Ooh, look at handful of red potatoes. Cool. Some kale and squash. What is this? Delicata? Delicata squash. Man, we're gonna have to think of something fun to do with this. Maybe we'll adjust some sides for next week. Well, we're doing. Look, we can do whatever we want. This is our cooking show. If we want to change some stuff up, we can. But let me just move some stuff around real quick. Okay, we're starting to get a little bit of heat over here, a little simmer. Ooh, that's smelling tomatoey. We're gonna like it. All right. Clam juice. How soon does the clam juice need to go in? I mean, no, I'm asking that because I mean we just pour everything else in. So okay, I've never tried clam juice just straight. Let's shake it up real quick. This is what's going in our Cioppino. So just remember, this is most recipes call for like a full cup. I decided to do a half cup because it sounded. disgusting to me, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, it's clam juice. Ugh, straight like that. Not pleasant. I'm glad I just dipped my finger in it. I was about to do like a not a shot, but a small drink from it. Disgusting. I'm glad I didn't. This might be one of the faster meals that we've made so far. So let's put the lid on that for a bit. Let that go. Um, I have just a couple things that I need to wash. I need to wash these on screen. That's okay. Uh, what I do want to show you guys is actually something that's sitting right next to me. No, I'll explain to you what it is right now. Even done washing these couple things here. Won't be too bad. I really like that we got that box. We got these avocado squash. Roast that. That'll be good. I'll look at some recipes for next week. Maybe that would be okay to do with a third crusted rack of lamb instead of doing like some mashed potatoes. I feel like mashed potatoes is always overplayed. Not that they're not good at all, but you can try something different. Okay, I said we're gonna take a look at what's in this box. Let's hold off for a second. Um, you know what? I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna pull out. I had some toasted bread here. Oh, I don't know if you guys remember. So bread from we got from the market from that last time, um, or from the bakery from last stream. So because we just don't go through it, I cut it up, froze it. We're gonna let this sit out, and we're gonna make a little bit of a like a parsley garlic oil spread. Um, you guys want to peek behind the curtain so bad. I'd let you guys, but camera doesn't reach over here. Plus, it's just a freezer. It's got regular things, garlic. Um, what else do we want? Oh, parsley. Okay, let's take this beautiful sprig. Take a little bit of this. Look at that, right out of the garden. Back to the table. We aren't using this table too much today. Interesting, huh? We're gonna have to thank the purveyor of this parsley. So nice. Smells so good. Like someone showed me this one time. You just when you take cut up a bunch of parsley or cilantro or small leafy things, right? Stack them all together, and there's probably more parsley than we actually need. Okay, you have it, right? Roll it, roll it into these tiny little things, little roll egg, and just start slicing. Right, and then we'll turn this all around. We have some diced parsley. Let me get that out of here. Oh, I don't like doing that. There we go. I wonder if my frames are correct. I see a little bit of the stutter here and there. I wonder if I have different frame rate settings. Um, maybe jacked up or something. Let's see. Let's see if it's here. Mm, nah, I don't see anything. Okay, just looking at a certain setting. Okay. All right. How's your wine? Oh, it's all gone. Let's. Oh, she approved it. She did. Oh, that dog. Gotta be careful with boxers. So here you go. Gonna do a bartender stream. Are you eating those walnuts? I know. Okay, let me hand me a couple of those. Full Belly Farms walnuts. So good. Mmm, they're nice and crisp. Raw walnuts. Look, guys, look. Watch. Look who's over here baking. Oh, hi, Miss Lila. I heard. I heard you had a couple licks of wine. You can do that. You can call the pound on you. Have you put in jail? You'd be drinking. You're underage. Does she have a walnut? You ready? Here. Up. Up. There you go. Good girl. What that? No, not yet. Not yet. All right. He said out loud. I'm gonna show you guys. This is the last of the year of the Rancho Gordo Bean Club. So you get one of these a quarter. Here's the Rancho Gordo Bean Club newsletter. More importantly, what's inside. Sorry, one second. Let me turn this down. All right, let's take a look. Nice little couple quotes here. Beans are a roof over your stomach, John Steinbeck. And then here, bean people are different. I'm glad we've all found each other. Steve Sando. First, I'm going to show you this. This is nice. The Crimson Popping Corn. This is one of my favorite popcorns. They are the smallest little kernels, and I mean the popcorn comes out tiny. It's not like your jumbo popcorn, but it has such good flavor for popcorn. It's amazing. We have some cassoulet bean. Okay, cassoulet bean. Beautiful white heirloom with super creamy texture, mild yet sturdy. West Coast, grown from French Tobias seed stock, ideally suited for the classic dish, cassoulet, but versatile enough to be an everyday favorite. Cool. Right? We got more. We're not done. Christmas lima beans, everyone's favorite. I know you all like Christmas lima beans. Look at the colors on these, though. I'm sorry, I get excited about this. Beans. So fun. All right, I mean, we're not all the way there yet. I gotta choose which I'm gonna show you guys next because we got some fun stuff here. Um, I'll do this. I'm gonna show you two at a time right now, and then I'll show you what the other cool ones are. So we got some super lucky 2025 black-eyed peas. All good Southerners and their friends know that the secret to a prosperous New Year is to eat black-eyed peas on New Year's Day. Look at those. Very nice. Quick cooking, easy to enjoy in stews, salads, and curries. For recipe ideas, ranchogordo.com. And then here we got um, yellow split peas, Pisum sativum. Quick cooking with a mild flavor similar to green split peas, but more versatile. I've never cooked yellow split peas, so maybe we'll do something like that on the stream. All right, we're not done yet. We got a couple more. Ooh, I mean, some of these are amazing looking. Okay, classic Domingo Rojo bean. Classic red bean that holds shape when cooked and produces a rich, indulgent bean broth. Begging to be put to work in red beans and rice, chili con carne, or a fresh salad. These beans, I mean, that crimson color is amazing. Really cool. All right, last bean in the box. Midnight black bean. See that? Extra fancy turtle bean with a rich traditional black bean flavor and texture. Holds its shape through lots of cooking. Oh, yeah, through lots of cooking, yet remains its famous creamy interior. It's nice. Love creamy beans, but with a firm texture. Awesome. All right, let's put these away. The crimson popcorn. Amazing. Um, so there's that. Something a little fun extra. I just wanted to show you guys. I do like, oh, also, I don't know if you can see it over here, but they send us with a calendar. Or they send it with a calendar. They sent us home a calendar. So we have a calendar for the new year. Pretty cool. But yeah, Rancho Gordo, fourth quarter. They have the little Bean Club news article. Gives you a few different things. White bean stew with herb pesto. Some recipes on here. The Domingo Rojo bean. And these are just the things that come inside the the box. So they give you some nice, fun recipes to go along with it, which is really cool. Very happy about that. All right, let's put that away. Remove that off to the side. Okay. And then I wanted to show you guys this because it's starting to stew very well. Look at that. We'll let this, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. We're going to get down to a simmer. Hopefully these tomatoes break down a little bit more. A little bit tough sometimes. Excuse me. Okay. And then what were we doing over here? Let's get back to work. Just make a little garlic, parsley spread. Just add a little bit of salt. Want a little bit of salt in there. Oh, greetings, the weary warlord. I'm sorry, I did not see that earlier. Oh, wow, nice. I got a little caught up over there talking about beans and my love for beans. But so many good beans. Yeah. Well, you're in luck. We're making a little bit of cioppino. Um, Cioppino with some. We're doing cod in there. We got. Sorry, I'm trying to get this trash can to open. Cioppino with cod. mussels, clams. We're doing right now. We have the base, which is onions, fennel. We have oh, the knife, yeah. Oh, oh, maybe I can get it out. I keep talking about it every single time on stream. Again, it was a gift. Gift. Bernal cutlery. Bernal cutlery. Here's a Hirohita, and I apologize about the pronunciation. Suminagashi Sushimi. It's a HD 2010 millimeter Yuto stainless. Yeah, it came in this beautiful box. Yep, here it is. But wonderful. I know I forgot I kept this, and I just found it the other day, and I just thought about it. And then I also had gotten a little um, Hitohira Emojia, a little paring knife, and it came in this box too. Really nice. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Not even 4K. Maybe I had a spring for a higher higher knife. LOL. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Um, sorry, I just noticed something. Is the pan and tilt stopped, and it's not as choppy. But I still have to figure out why it's a little choppy. It went right back to it again. Um, Let me go back to the controls here. Go back to the normal tracking. Oh, anyways, this is what I was saying earlier. Is we're doing some cioppino. Got our cioppino just kind of stewing here. This is just the onions, the garlic, the fennel, the tomatoes, all the good tasty stuff that goes in there. And then I'm almost ready to pull out um, the the seafood. But what I was doing in the meantime was actually taking a little bit of the garlic, some parsley, some onion. I'm sorry, some oil. What I'm gonna do is just do a little bit of spread over some of the sourdough. I had some frozen from a couple dinners ago. I just didn't want it to go too bad, so got a few of that. Um, let's see. What else am I trying to do here? I don't know, but let's use maybe this little fork here to kind of break some of it up. It's gonna be very garlicky. I might need to add a little bit more oil. All right, a lot of oil, but this is just gonna be brushed over the bread. Not too bad. Yeah, sorry about that at first. What ends up happening is I have a few different chats opening just because we have different platforms that we're streaming on. Sometimes I miss them a little bit, but Twitch is the main one that we see a lot of stuff. YouTube as well. Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. I think that's where we see mostly everything. There we go. So we're gonna push this off to the side, and let's see. I think we're about ready to throw in our clams, our mussels. Clams, mussels. We'll wait for the shrimp and the cod till the end. Let's turn this down a little bit. We want to simmer, not boil. Give you guys a little look over here. All right, maybe should we give that base a little try? I haven't added any salt in it, so I'd like to see how much is needed. Garlic, onion, fennel, a little bit of everything. Oh, good. That spice is coming through. The fennel is not strong whatsoever. Really nice. We will want to add some salt though. We didn't add any salt to begin with, so that's probably fine to do it now. You could also salt your fish that goes in there. Um, just salt and pepper on your plate. But the crushed red pepper flakes came out really good. But just kind of heating them up before throwing them in to begin with. That did an amazing job of spicing up a bit. Trying to be kind to myself and clean as we go. Okay, raise your hands if you guys want to see the clams go in. Top 10 utensils. Oh, okay. Couple things that I feel like I first of all, not a chef, just a foodie. But things that I use often, um, a peeler. Um, one thing that I really liked that I used to hate, but I love it now, is for garlic, a garlic press. And one thing that's really changed my mashed potatoes and how good they come out with that silky texture, a ricer. Holy moly. I'm telling you, a ricer has changed the way my mashed potato. Like, yeah, you could just mash them, no big deal. Like your potatoes will come out good, but ricing them, that uniform texture, you don't. I guess you don't over mash them. They don't get very doughy, and so when you're folding in any butter or cheese, anything like that, it's a little bit easier, and things get incorporated really well. But another thing that I mean, the knife. The knife is always something that one like a sharp knife is great. Two, a knife sharpening service is amazing. Oh, I do have to peel my potatoes first, but that's what that peeler's for. It's amazing. I'm trying to think what else do like kind of different and off of that little bit of a um cook stuff, but um I have a coffee bean grinder, and having fresh coffee ground daily is just it makes such a difference. If you're a coffee person, amazing. I'm the type of person that drinks my coffee black, but even if you add, it doesn't matter. You can add whatever you want to it, but just coffee grinder, amazing. Ricer catches the peel. Yeah, I mean I peel all my potatoes. The only time I don't peel is, or the only time I don't rice is if I don't peel the potato, and then I just use a masher. And I don't even use anything crazy. I'll use like just a regular masher like this, and it works well. I know that's not top 10, but another thing is, let's see, a whisk. No, man, good pots and pans. Good pots and pans will do wonders. And then really, you don't need much besides some spatulas, and I try to stay away from anything that's plastic and stick with like the stainless steel. The stainless steel does really well. Silicone is really good. You've seen me cooking today with wood spatula. This was actually handmade and carved, which is nice. But yeah, other than that, like I kind of going off define good. Um, good, like a good pot, good pan. I would say something that will hold up to high heat. Does I like I go to some sort of home goods store, and I've gotten ridiculously good. Ridiculously good. I've gotten some pans, Viking pans, all clad pans, pots, for really cheap. Some places they tend to be very expensive, but for me, something that's going to hold up, that doesn't that that holds heat well, or not holds heat well, but not dissipates, but heats evenly. I've had some like just regular aluminum pans that just don't hold up. In the past, when I was buying, stuff from just like the Goodwill or something, I'd get Teflon coated pans, and yeah, distributes. Thank you. Um, and and really, like, if you're gonna get a Teflon pan, you're gonna probably want something that works for commercial use. Something that's like ceramic coated, those tend to be real nice. But I'm a big fan of anything stainless steel. I mean, I've used heavy aluminum pans and pots for basically for stewing. But um, yeah, if we're talking about good, really something that holds up, something that distributes heat evenly. If we're talking about utensils, typically I like stainless steel utensils or something that's silicone. But if it's silicone, have something that's going to hold up, right? So, you have a steel shank in the silicone spatula, but it's got a steel shank in it, which is nice. And and this thing is great. I mean, it's almost time to replace this, but it's lasted like 3, 4 years. So those are the kind of thing that's objectively good. Good could be anything to anyone. I mean, it just depends too what you determine is good within your own budget, right? Like if you only have $10 to spend on a pot or a pan. Um, if I can find a good cast iron, I'll go cast iron for something. It might be a little bit more difficult, and for some people, there could be a learning curve. But as I'm pulling out a cast iron for this is going to be for the bread burger. But yeah, there's so many fun things that you can spend your money on, and good quality, bad. There is some bad cookware that you can get, stuff that's got like a real crummy nonstick coating. You heat up, as soon as you start using it, it starts to flake off, or it starts to warp. I've had pans that you buy cheap pans, and or I should say inexpensive pans, and they're inexpensive because it's a thinner material. They typically don't distribute heat very well, and they start to warp. Uh, they'll bubble, or they'll twist, things like that. But yeah, there's some. I mean, the hardest thing for me is when I go into a store and I look at their cookware, their utensils and stuff. Like, spend so much time. Let's take a look. I have mussels and clams that we need to pull out now. Again, we washed these earlier. We bearded them. What was they deburred? Uh, Took any of them that were dead, tossed them open, tossed them. Some that were floating, tossed them. The trick will be to see how the clams do. You guys probably want to see this. Let's switch cameras real quick. Oh boy. You know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to add more water to this. Um, we'll add another cup. That is thick. All right, we're adding a little bit more, a little bit more than a cup. All right. Yeah, no particular order. Um, yeah, garlic press, potato ricer, knife, whisk, pots and pans. Yep. Yeah. Spatulas. Yeah. Honestly, those are all great things, and they might seem even basic, but I think if you were to get any of those items, um, for someone who is one looking to do more cooking or up their cooking game, those things aren't necessarily going to improve your cooking, but they're going to improve the experience, and the consistency for you will be much higher when, or your time use of time is going to be a little bit well spent. Or maybe it's just all fun gadgets that you just enjoy using. Because I know some of them are for me are just fun gadgets and lazy. You know. Give me a second. The oh no, I can't let the dog out yet. Otherwise, the other one is gonna go, but the other one wants to go. Yeah, spatulas. Um, yeah, that was only seven, wasn't it? I will say though, I like using some of these commercial dishes for. Oh, I don't know why I didn't think about this. Okay, one last thing. These are fun. Just small bowls. What are they for putting everything in its place? Mise en place. I use these glass ones, and they're really great. Different sizes. Anytime I want to prep stuff, especially for like when we got lots of things going on in the kitchen, doing multiple things. Those are great. An 8-inch cutting board, not too obvious. I mean, I have plenty of different cutting boards. This one here, this is like an 18-inch. Um, this has been nice. But we have so many different cutting boards, and do I need all of them? No. This is my one of my favorites though. Just thick. It's about an inch and a half thick. About I'll say 18 inches. Let's see how it sits on top of this other one. Maybe a little bit smaller, 16. So, but this is still one of my favorites. I use this one though typically when I'm breaking down larger primals into subprimals, just because it it can take a beating. One thing I will say though, if you're gonna give a gift for someone, use wood. Um, I like, uh, yeah, a big cutting board is the worst. Yeah, you don't want like a, a 7 foot cutting board, just a giant butcher block. Man, I'm used to cutting using giant butcher blocks, but I mean that's for breaking down primals and stuff like that. So there's that. But yeah, yeah, not trying to use anything bigger than I can fit in my sink to wash. That's the tough part. Okay, um, this has got to get back up. We're gonna turn the heat back up a little bit. Let's see. So we're gonna do a salad. We have some of this bread. Um, you're in close, fresh parsley. That's right. The Gruyere. No, the Parmesan. Oh boy, almost done with this thing. So funny. It's insane how like we can't get through this enough. But it's just it's just a 24-month-old like shredded parm, and it's not bad. It just there's a big difference between this and like um, when you get a wedge that's kind of close to when it was cracked, right? Where this it tends feels like it's drying out a little bit more as it goes on. So we have the cod still in here. We have the shrimp. We're gonna wait a bit for that, and I think we could start working on a little bit of our dressing. And actually, I could use some of the that stuff that we made. Let's do this. Let's take a little bit of this, move that off to the side. Have that. Okay, this is plenty enough to brush on a couple pieces of bread. Don't need any crazier than that. Let's get. Oh, we have different sauces already good to go. Got a little Dijon. Dijon. Yeah, 50 gadgets. I mean, the problem is like yeah, 50 gadgets, but like things that I have that I haven't used and I've bought double of. I've never rolled sushi, but I have these sushi mats. And I bought a second one because I didn't know I forgot that I had the first one, you know? And then there's like ice cream scoop, but I'll tell you what, if you're doing grinding your own beef and you have like a big thing of beef, these are perfect size. So you can make patties, boom, beef patty, boom, beef patty, boom. It's that laziness coming out, or just from working in working in a big butcher shop where things have to happen quick. Let's add a little bit of this in. A little bit olive oil, Dijon, parsley, garlic. What else did we want in there? Oh, we probably should add a little bit of salt in there, right? And 1 second. Yes, thing's gonna go all the way around. 'Cause that's how it does. No, back this way. This way. This way. Oh, yeah, industrial tomato slicers. Those things are, and then they like produce just buckets of tomato slices. Stuff's so crazy. Or like industrial yolk separators. Some of those things blow my mind. Like yeah, 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 yeah. Those bits are really racking up. I can afford to hire myself a cameraman. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's fun. This is actually it's by Obs Spot. It's just a It's all a tiny PTZ. I mean, that's kind of what it is. Not really, I guess. I don't know. I don't know much about the technical side of it, but yeah, it's so nice. It is very convenient. So, other times though, like going around, if you do certain movements a little too fast, or if I start throwing up gang signs or whatever, it's like it'll stop doing certain stuff. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's good. I like that. Okay. I mean the Dijon. I love Dijon, so it gets me every time. All right, look at this. So we have mussels opening, clams opening. It looks like everything open. That's good. Um, Let me do a little bit of cleanup. Orange muffins. Well, let me read that 'cause I want to see what that says. It sounds amazing. I saw orange muffins. Orange muffins with chocolate whipped cream and Oreo crumb sprinkled with. Yeah, that is an amazing idea. I'd eat it. Make some. I'll watch how you make it, and I'll make some for myself. How does that sound? Okay. We need to heat up this pan over here. We're getting close to just finishing our food here. Everything's gonna cook. I'm gonna let this pan heat up here, the cast iron. We're just toast some slices on there. Nothing crazy. Um, Measurements in metric. I mean, internet's a thing. I can look them up. Okay, just something simple. Salad's not going to be amazing. It's just a little bit of arugula, a little bit of arugula here. What else do I want in there? What did I did what did I do last time? You know what? I don't have any spinach either. Oh wait, hold on. I have some mixed greens. Oh, there's some mixed greens here. No, there's some mixed greens with some spinach in there. Kind of fill that out a bit. Oh my goodness. I am a horrible teacher. You don't want me teaching you how to do anything. I guess I kind of am teaching people how to do some stuff, right? It'd be better with shaved Parmesan, by the way. We don't have any. I prefer not to spend extra money since my cameraman already costs so much, you know? Hands down. Way down. Pecorino? Yeah, pecorino. You like other sheep cheeses or any other sheep cheeses? I recently had, was it sheep's mozzarella? Pretty dang good. We're pretty much done here. We're gonna add in the cod. Oh no. Oh no. Not nearly enough liquid, I don't think. And my fridge was way too cold. You see that? That fridge is gonna cause some problems. Oh, actually, that's it's just the outside that's kind of like that. Okay. Full Metal Daggers, you call it a soup? I'll have you know this is technically kind of soup, yeah. Yeah. Warlord, if I may. Um, one of the I like soft cheeses, semi-soft. Um, I don't know. I can go for a lot of different cheeses. Actually, our fridge is filled with different cheeses right now. Aged cheddars, not my favorite. Like when they start getting up there in age, I could I could do without. But like an aged cheese, something like um Parmesan, I like. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's actually seafood too. Another little. Sorry, you guys didn't see what I was doing here. Yeah. Think you're over here swapping on me. How am I supposed to answer your chats? So you're swapping different spots. Hi, puppy. Okay. So you guys can always get a look in here. I think I'm gonna have a stew for the next week here. Holy moly. Yeah. Melted into a French style omelet. That sounds delicious. Sounds amazing. All right. Let's see. There's some thick. It must be cold. Everything is just congealing here. You guys probably can't see this too well, but I'll move it over. This is just the garlic parsley olive oil. What we'll do is we'll just get a nice little crust going on this. I mean, we're practically there. A Gruyere. I'm a big fan of Gruyere though. Gruyere cheese is tasty. A minestrone. You want a minestrone, Roar? A minestrone soup? Is that your deal? You're a soup guy. Rory, you paid me for kind of a soup guy. I was gonna say, is it one of your favorites? Yeah, minestrone soup's pretty good. Um, you know what? So not a soup, but chowder. Chowder. Love chowders. Um, I could do. I mean, a good clam chowder any day, really. So much dairy. Well, I mean, take your pills. You just got to get acclimated to it, build up a tolerance. Eat tons. So what you start doing is you just eat cheese every meal of the day, and you'll get there. I promise you. I mean, it's not my fault. Your body's just weak. Garlic and parsley added to a French toast. Only one way to try. Yeah, Rory, weak. Your body's weak, Rory. Okay, so soup. Do a soup, a minestrone. What would you have as a side? What's your side for minestrone? Yeah, Warlord says if you're weak, just eat seafood. It'll make you strong. Look, Roy, I don't want to call you out, but you didn't want to arm wrestle anyone else at the cabin this last trip. Oh, I see what you did there, Warlord. It's full of muscles. But you challenged everyone, but you never won against anyone. There's a difference. I'm over here stewing, stirring the stew. Everything's pretty much done here. Checking things out. All right. Okie dokie, friends. We're getting close to the end of it. Ray, you never challenged me to an arm wrestling match. You know what I got to say about that? No, there's specific ways you go about challenging the commissioner. You have to make sure you fill out the correct affidavits. Make sure that you submit your request with the under commissioner. Look at dude, I only make the rules. No, I'm not even a chef. Oh, it's gonna get crispy. Dinkers, you cook? What do you cook? Like if you can cook, Dinkers, what is your meal that you'd like to cook? No, I'm not sure if you're Warlord, if you're telling me. Oh, I guess you cook. You on camera. You a chef. Well, I I like to think I'm a chef of my own household. So, Dinkers, why don't you hop in Twitch, the Twitch chat, instead of hopping from Facebook to YouTube to TikTok to Trovo. Ooh, we're getting sizzling going. Some sizzle. Gotta get that crusty bread. All right, we're getting there. A chef shirt with the fancy. Yeah, yeah. Look though. It's kind of funny. Look, it's it zips, it zips and buttons. So you know, fancy. You gotta. I'm cosplaying as a chef. I need the hat, right? Get the hat up there and the little mouse to steer me. Because I got no hair up here, so that's gonna make it a little bit difficult. No hair makes it difficult for the rat to steer. All right. What's yeah? Apple shirts, yes. No buttons. Next, I'm gonna invent just a full-on pullover with a full-on pullover kitchen coat. Yeah, I'm telling you, between the potato ricer, the garlic press, and this shirt, my life's easy. No buttons, just zip. Things are gonna go up from here, only up. Let's hop over. Ooh. Okay, we're going a little too long here because we already have some fish starting to break up. I did cut these up in larger pieces, about an inch and a half piece, just so that way we're gonna turn this off. Inch and a half piece, so that way as they start to break down, it would be a little bit easier. All right, we pulled some bowls out. Okay, fire's off. What puppy? The puppy came over here right away. Says turn the heat up, dog. Okay. Well, we had some fun today. We opened up we opened up the Bean Club box, right? Opened up the Bean Club box. We got to see some of the fun stuff that was in here. Minimalism. First, you put all your physical media into our pocket. Yeah, that's right. Don't remove the buttons. No stylus. This year. Oh, that's removing the screen. That's genius. But also, it's going to cost. It's going to come in different models, right? It'll be Plus model, Pro Max. Anyways, I want to go through this again. Just the cassoulet beans. We have the yellow split peas, the super lucky 2025 black eyed peas, midnight black beans, the lima beans. Ooh, the Domingo Rojo bean, tasty. And my favorite, crimson popping corn. So a lot of fun stuff. You guys, we did some fun things today. I tried to get some stuff prepped so that way by the time you guys got to the stream, it would be ready. Ready for us to chat, chill. Ooh, okay. Look at how plain this looks. Should we like dress this? Hold on, we got to dress this up a little bit. This looks sad. Um, leave it. All right, Warlord, look. This is what we're gonna do. None of this matches, by the way, but this is just what we got. The brick. All right, this is how I'm gonna serve it to you guys in the Flavor Forge. Let's get let's get just a good look at this real quick before we end the stream here. Is it tiny two? Yep, we're gonna hide that for a second. Move this off to the side and just yeah. I mean, you guys kept it fun. yeah, yeah, yeah. Send it. I'm gonna send in one of those. Everything's gonna be vacuum sealed. You'll have to reheat it because, of course, I'll have it frozen for you, but it'll be good. Um, yeah, man, this was fun. Also, Warlord, awesome. Enjoyed chatting with you. Thanks for hopping on here. I think we're gonna get ready to end it. Amazon drone. That would be. Amazon drone. That stuff. It's coming. It's gonna be. I mean, it's here already, but I mean, it's gonna be popular. It's gonna be everywhere. But yeah, Dank, Rory, Full Metal Dankers, you guys. I just want to say thank you all for watching. All the people coming in and out. All the lurkers. You guys are amazing. You guys have a fun day. Warlord, again, thank you very much. Peace. You guys have